Jonathan, I thought you were going to do the dishes. I would, but this chicken is off the
This is the last improv show of the year.
Trevor be there.
And some of your children, this is the last improv show of Buchanan. And some of your
My mom, can we kick her out?
That's right. I look forward to seeing you again next year. First, before I want to thank you guys. Last time we had the night show, I was telling you that through your efforts and through the students' efforts, during the lunch and the night shows, it'll be good times. So without further ado, let's talk about your seniors before we get this show started. We have a little something for them, and let's start with Jack because he's not here. So Natalie,
This is like a corpse or something.
Okay.
Oh my God!
The lower classmen. Anyway, I gave them old trophies that were just sitting in some dusty room and said, make them into a trophy that you think would honor, make fun of, mock, deride, any of those words would work, the senior who's leaving. Jack, who's not here tonight, Jack made the team this year. He was kind of been our mascot for the last 3 years, and he got on the team this year with a little bit of my urging and insistence, but the kids embraced him, and he did a phenomenal job, mostly just laughing while he was on stage. He would get up there, and I think he would realize, wow, I'm actually being part of this, and he just started laughing. Today, he was laughing and actually jumping up and down in the lunch show. It was awesome that every person who came up behind him made fun of him doing that, and he thought that was hysterical. So, but Jack, let's explain Jack's trophy.
Okay, in case you're unaware, Jack has really red hair, and you may not be aware of that because he's not here. I gave him the trophy, the Spirit of Improv, because he was so enthusiastic about the team, and he was a lot of fun to have around. The leaves were not originally dead. They were very alive, but I did not realize that they would die because I just wasn't thinking, and I think it looks better this way. Mostly because I'm too lazy to replace them. And, yeah.
Next up, I'm going to give this award because the person who made this award is not here.
Videotape it.
So, Amy Green made this award for Hunter. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but this is a deconstructed trophy. I would love to see pictures of this at some point in your dorm room. Not personally, just post it. And it says on here, most individual sibling. The name written on it is Haley Lanningham. Who is here, which we all call Hunter Haley all the time. Which begs the question why there's a big pile of poo on here at the same time. And cow. And there's glitter. It's a skinny cow. So Hunter, come on up. Okay, next up, CK. It's already fallen out. We had to fix this about 2 seconds ago. We're already breaking it. Okay, so Kolbe. So hold on, shut up. I don't talk all year. I need my time. So, most of you don't know Kolbe because he's never been to practice. I've forgotten his last name on most days, but regardless, you know, Kolbe, we're gonna miss Kolbe mostly. Actually, I don't know why, because he's never shown up. So, but when he did come to a show, as we all know, the guy is extremely talented, and when he gets in here and he performs, he does a phenomenal job. He can do pretty much any character that you ask him to do, and I'm pretty sure he almost got me fired at Clovis North a couple weeks ago by being Richard Simmons with his shirt off. But that was a request by his own mother, so it's really not my fault.
I requested that.
Through his mom, or that was just you?
My mom paid for it, he requested it.
Oh, she paid for it.
She funded the crime.
She is the benefactor.
Well, what's not to enjoy? Anyway, you guys know how this is.
So when I was creating this this trophy back in my dungeon, thinking about all the creative especially with Kolbe, I thought, well, what better way than just, you know, basic and simple and not really creative at all. So I pretty much got my own trophy. And I just duct taped it. Except I didn't really use duct tape at all. I just put a spirit shirt on it because it really brought the spirit. I thought that was kind of creative. So
I put the spirit sleeve on it because there's nothing else on it 15 minutes ago.
So without further ado, Kolbe Brennan, everybody.
Fist bumping coward. Wow.
Thanks, CK. Anytime.
How cute. Love.
Dude, are you really pissed off at me? I'd be pissed off at me.
Alyssa, you're up. Just come stand up here. Josh, you need the trophy. Roast. Hey, the one thing I'm going to miss the most about Alyssa is she has fantastic taste in music, with the exception of the band One Direction. Everything else is awesome, but One Direction, horrible. We've already gone through, yeah, I know. But in all sincerity, the thing I like about Alyssa, no matter what happens, is you always see her pure joy come through in everything that she does. She's just she's just a happy camper. It's that or the drugs, I'm not sure. So.
Okay, so I said that you would get the award for being the lead cultural ambassador. We got the essentials and essentials and the angel. That's funny. It's great to you. That's an Ed Sheeran, little want-to-mean little culture there. That's a koala. Put that on there, and it's yours.
All right, let's go with Gian. Consoler. I'll be honest with you. I thought Gian was a senior 2 years ago. Every show I'm like, so where are you going to school next year? And he's like, dude, I'm a sophomore. And last year I was like, hey, good to see you. Nice of you to come back. I was completely mixed up. I just thought he was a creeper. He just kept coming over. It turns out that he's actually an extremely talented young man who's supposed to be enrolled at Buchanan. And he made the team at some point, like 50 years ago. But Gian we have watched, Lito and I have talked about this, we have watched Gian go from just a very thoughtful, insightful comedian to an energetic, stealing the scene type of comedian where he comes in and just does some crazy, fantastic stuff. And it's been fun to watch him grow, and he's just a phenomenal performer, but just an even better young man.
Alrighty. So, you know, when I was thinking of what trophy to give you, I was
thinking, what would be better to award to you than a mini version of you?
Oh my God.
I'd like to point out one thing, the shoe at the top.
Raise your shoe.
It's no part of eye top.
You worked really hard on it.
Next up, Lucas, or she's I still don't know how to pronounce his last name. Lucas. Anyway, hey, one thing about Lucas, what I noticed is how easily he takes his clothes off. I thought Kolbe. No, it's Lucas, actually. But I'll be honest with you, forgive me, Brendan's bed, I prefer Lucas. But this guy, what I loved about him is when he was doing his comedy, what he would think was some innocuous comment would end up being the most inappropriate thing and cause Lito and I to just cover ourselves and try to walk out without anybody knowing. And then he'd be like, what? It's the funniest dang thing to watch, but I don't know. Every time I see the guy, he's one of those guys, I look at him, I just shake my head and I start laughing. That's going to be my memory of Lucas for the rest of my life. And it's probably the same thing your parents do, but he's a phenomenal kid. He can do anything he wants, and he's proven that already, and we're going to miss him terribly.
So, in thinking about what we were going to make for Lucas, we turned to prayer, and then we reminisced, and basically we came up with this.
And we'll also tie in with that, you know how Lucas always takes off his shirt. Well,
last and certainly least, Hannah Mosher. And
I'm ready. Okay.
Okay, that's a big pile of poo, just so you know. It's your severance check from... It's all the animals you can't take to your next place. I can keep going. It's Sharon. That's weird. Hey, Gian, I had the unfortunate task of making this trophy, but there's just so much to talk about. But Hannah's been with the program, like a couple other people, for all 4 years. Not following in her brother's footsteps, but just speeding right by. And I say that because I never saw Bryce perform. So, Hannah, every kid on this team, every person that's leaving has been just an amazing part of my life, and I can't say how lucky I am to do that, but Hannah, I've always felt like we were on the same page with the same stupid, dry humor. We could make the word lavender funny for a whole semester in my English class. For some reason, lavender just made us both laugh for absolutely no reason. But It's true. It's true. And the same type of people annoy us, including ourselves. So it's. But I am truly going to miss Hannah. Everything that she's done for the team and the club, and all the help that she's given me, and all the insight, and always taking a higher moral ground than I ever would. She has actually kept me in check on many occasions, and just really weird. And my wife really thanks her for that, because I'm still employed. I don't know if improv would have been the same for me if Hannah hadn't been on the team and hadn't been there when I helped take it over, because she made the transition so easy, and she was the one initially that made me laugh and really see what this whole thing was about. And she's one of my favorite people in the world.
When I first found out that improv existed, I was in 7th grade. Gian was a sophomore, so was Hannah. And that year, the musical was Hairspray. And I remember going to the show, and Gian had just raved about how Hannah Mosier was so awesome. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see it. So I remember seeing that show and just admiring Hannah. I could not wait. I was like, I really want to make improv freshman year just so I can work with Hannah Mosier. And I actually have a picture with her from Hairspray.